So it's been a while since we talked about potential transfers. We've made a couple of videos over the past few weeks, but it looks like the transfer rumor mill is heating up, and we have a couple of stories that we're going to be talking about in today's video. We're going to be talking about the Dybala story and also the Jose Gimenez social media activities, I guess. So there's a couple of stories that we're going to be looking at in this video. Before we do that, lads, do us a favor and hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share my video. I'd really appreciate that. Now let's jump in. Okay, so it's three stories that we're going to be talking about in today's video. Dybala, Gimenez and David Alaba. The thing is, lads, I'm going to be talking about David Alaba briefly because we've done a couple of videos on him already. And just to recap the situation with David Alaba, his contract expires at the end of the season. He's on a free transfer and he's not willing to sign for Bayern Munich again. So his contract is finishing and he's going to be a free agent. Now Chelsea have been linked to him. Whether or not these links are true, whether or not these links are accurate, it's debatable. That being said, David Alaba would be a great option for Chelsea to sign. David Alaba would be a brilliant option for Chelsea to sign, purely because of the fact that he's a free transfer and purely for the fact that he's a very versatile player that can play in multiple positions. Now, because he's a free transfer, doesn't mean that he's going to be free. There's still, signing on fees, there's still agent fees, there's still the contract, and he's a very expensive player in respect to his contract. So there's a lot of issues along with David Alaba's signing for Chelsea. So it's not exactly a free signing. There's still monies, it's just a lot less than what you would pay if you were to add on top of all of that a transfer fee. So that story is not going away. That story is still being mentioned in the press today, and I will give you a more in-depth update to that as and when there is something more tangible to report in respect to David Alaba. Now, Jose Gimenez, the Atletico Madrid centre-back, the 25-year-old Uruguayan, a very, very good defender. I know there's a lot of people talking about him being injury prone and whatnot, and that he hasn't been a consistent player, etc, etc, etc. All of that aside, he is a talented defender. He is a very good defender, and he's been around for a while, and he has done a lot for Atletico Madrid, and he has been a key to a lot of the success that Atletico Madrid has had over the past few years. Now, his contract expires, I think it's 2022, 23. So he's got a couple of years to run on his contract, and his price tag is not cheap. The guy is expensive. And the guy apparently liked a tweet that talked about him signing for Chelsea. Now I'm going to put the tweet on the screen. So this is the tweet. Now he liked it and then he unliked it a little bit later. And it seems that when he liked it, people knew about it, people started talking about it. He kind of realized what he has done. And to avoid trouble, he unliked the tweet. But he has been linked to Chelsea quite a few times and on a couple of occasions. And it does seem like he has interest in signing for Chelsea and playing for Frank Lampard. That has been reported in the past. So whether or not this guy is on our radar, whether or not this guy will be coming to Chelsea, he fits the bill, lads. He fits the bill. And, Frank Lampard does want to get a good defender of a good age to come in to replace Thiago Silva as and when Thiago Silva moves on, and it's probably end of the season or maybe end of next season. But either way, you want to have somebody who comes in, who starts to play in the Premier League, before Thiago Silva actually makes his move away from the club. So David Alaba, Gimenez, they are both options. They are both potential signings for Chelsea. In the comments below, let me know what you think about Gimenez and what you think about David Alaba. And whether or not we should be pursuing these type of defenders or whether or not we should be going for alternatives. And there's a few alternatives that we can be looking at. So let me know in the comments below what you think about these two. Okay, the third and final transfer rumor that is going around in the press today. It talks about Paulo Dybala being offered to Chelsea. Now lads, this is a story that's been reported in the Italian press predominantly. Paulo Dybala has been offered to Chelsea. But that is not where it stops. Paulo Dybala has been offered to Chelsea, to Spurs, to Man City, Man United, Liverpool and Arsenal, and also PSG in League 1. Paulo Dybala has been offered to a lot of teams. Reason being is Paulo Dybala doesn't seem to be quite comfortable at Juventus. He's not happy at Juventus. And it does look like Paulo Dybala will be making a move either this transfer window coming or at the end of the season. Now lads, personally this story doesn't make any sense from my point of view. I'm reporting it to you because it's out there in the press, but personally I can't see us going for Paulo Dybala. What does he offer to Chelsea that we need? I mean, Paulo Dybala plays predominantly down the centre as a centre forward, as a attacking midfielder, second striker. He can also play on the wing, but that's not really his preferred position. So him coming to Chelsea, who's he going to be coming to replace? Who's he going to be coming to bolster? We don't really need a Paulo Dybala. I mean, even if we were to lose Giroud in the transfer window, and hopefully we don't, but even if we were to sell Giroud in this transfer window, we wouldn't be replacing him with Dybala, because Dybala is not the same type of striker / centre forward. You'd want somebody who is a main target man, a main striker, a main finisher to replace Giroud, and it wouldn't be Dybala. Dybala will be a replacement to say Kai Havertz. He'll be a replacement to say Mason Mount. But he wouldn't be a replacement to Giroud, if you know what I mean. So lads, this is a story that's going around the press, and Paulo Dybala is a 27-year-old Argentinian, great player, a talented player, a player that has a lot of potential, and to be honest, it looked like he was fulfilling that. But recently, things went pear-shaped for the man. He's not really been doing what he was doing over the past few seasons. So a move is on the cards for him, but I don't think he will be moving here to Chelsea. Again, in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about this particular story and whether or not Paulo Dybala is the type of player Chelsea should be looking at. Personally, I don't think he is. So that's it for this transfer news video. I will be making more transfer news videos. I will be doing regular transfer news videos, leading up to the transfer window and all the way through until the conclusion of this transfer window. So to stay up to date on all transfer news regarding Chelsea Football Club, you need to hit that subscribe button to make sure you follow my channel. I will be making regular transfer updates as and when they happen up until the end of this transfer window. Now, there's another video coming out later on today, and that will be my reaction to Frank Lampard's press conference for the match against Krasnodar tomorrow evening. So I'll catch you guys in that video. Take care of yourselves, have a good one, and peace out.